I've been home alone before. I'm sure we all have. Good things have happened, bad things have happened, but I can graciously say I haven't burnt the house down. I'm a sort of paranoid person. Sometimes it taps into my nerves a bit more than other times, but I've heard stories, seen shows. I love listening to Mr. Nightmare. If you haven't checked him out, please do. From a younger age, I was trusted to be home alone and not open the door for anyone before I even hit double digits. It wasn't overnight at that rate, of course, but for a few hours. I think when this story happened, it was late middle school, early high school, maybe over summer. I can't remember the exact date. We have this tiny house dog, Lacey. She's spoiled rotten. This was before we had our German Shepherds, so she was our house guard. She really couldn't do anything if she tried. You could punt her. I was home alone, hanging out in my room. I hear Lacey just barking and going off in the living room. Strange. I must have tuned out sounds for a bit. I don't remember hearing my mom's car door shut. So I call her, ask her if she's home. She's not. She's with her boyfriend. I walk out and see Lacey standing in the middle of our living room floor. That was definitely weird. Anytime she heard someone, mainly being Mom, at the door, she was right up under the door. We have a door that has a huge, long glass window on the front, and even though the glass distorts the image, you can still tell when someone's standing there due to the silhouette. So I went to the window besides that door, and my mom, still on the phone, I moved the curtains to the side enough for me to see a woman, and two big dudes outside. She's looking down, the guys are looking around the house, at the windows it looks like, and I move the curtains back, hoping they didn't see the movement. I tell my mom, she acts like it's nothing, says to not open the door, and she's sure they'll leave. Then we hang up. Huh. I call my best friend Anu and start talking to them about the situation. I go to peek at the people again, and see the guys start pacing around the yard, towards either side of the house, looking at the windows more. And the woman is now looking around outside. I start panicking, telling Anu about it. Anu goes to get their mom, and she asks if she needs to come and get me. I told her I'm not sure because I already had a gut feeling my mom was upset with me, and so I told her I'd just wait and see if they actually do anything. Back when I was younger, it wasn't uncommon for people to pull up into the yard and want to talk to my mom about buying parts off of her cars, since they just sit in the lot. I live in the country, and normally people that come out here are friends. Strangers don't really come here, and no one stopped by for those cars in years. I didn't remember hearing a knock on the door, so that was already a confusing factor. After a while of me sitting in the living room, still on the phone with my friend, just telling them to talk to me, that nothing's happened yet, I go and look outside again. I don't see anyone. I go to the back door, look through the kitchen windows. I don't see anyone. Might have been coincidence or planned, but I saw one of those free candy vans roll down the street very slowly. That was it. Well, after me and Anu talk for a while, we hang up after we dub the situation not a danger anymore. Mom and her boyfriend, Larry, get home. At this point in time, me and Larry weren't chill because I'm not comfortable when people drink around me, because people I've seen have acted stupid and irresponsible. He would yell at me a lot and cuss at me and wouldn't remember it the next morning. Doesn't matter how much you apologize, it won't heal repetitive actions. Well, they get in, Mom sits with me on the couch and he sits on the chair, and starts raising hell over how I made my mom look like a horrible mother by calling someone else. Then he just starts to tell me how I'm a bad child overall, how I shouldn't have pulled the shit I did. I'm sorry. Forgive me for thinking I was about to get yoinked into the back of a van. That's my bad. You're right. Shouldn't have called someone else. My mom didn't defend me then, and I told her how she should have told me she was on the way home. She said she didn't want me to worry. Excuse me? I was worrying thinking you weren't gonna be here. Come on. Me and her had a serious talk about his actions and words, how I do deserve an apology because I was scared and worried for my life. Nothing else like that has happened so far, knock on wood, and I hope no one else has to go through that. Anyways, y'all stay safe, keep food by you, and have great trusted friends.